Warning, do not play with your fidget spinners in a zero-G environment. Bad things can happen. Hello guys, I'm Orbiter, your Welsh engineer, and welcome to Kerbal Quest Series 2 Part 20.-1 Zero-G fidget spinners. Yes, we'll get into that. But don't worry, we won't be building a fidget spinner as we did in the live stream. No, we will be building a space station around Duna. And also adding Kerbals and reading comments. And also, yes, you hear the lack of sound. That's because I had problems with the audio on some of the recordings. So we're going to skip that stuff and go to the recordings that have sound with them. Yes, I did fix it, sort of. It was fixed itself. It's just some of the recordings didn't work. Also, do note if you want to be added as a Kerbal in the Kerbal Quest series, don't forget to write Kerbal in the comment below, otherwise I won't be able to filter out on the search results. So then I may miss your comment and you won't be added as a Kerbal. Make sure you spell it correctly. Okay, the one thing we do is we read out the comments as well as add new Kerbals onto mission. I will go through the Kerbals we've added on this mission because I think I put them out all on EVA just to show who's here and who's doing what. So yeah, first off, as we get in this, is this the station? No, yes, I almost forgot. I already sent this core part of the station you saw explode in that video which had no audio on it. And that's already in orbit. That has 2 Kerbals on it. But as I said, we'll get to them. The first comment was by Sheep Games. Ooh, that's a cool name. First view, like and comment, thank you very much. Awesome stuff. Carlos Eduardo Rodriguez, I think that's right. Oh yeah, and watch this bit. I stupidly staged while the last rocket was going off, destroying the rocket engine that I was going to use to finally get into orbit around Duna. Do you know where we're at? So what we have to do is use the RCS, and we almost use all the fuel getting into orbit. It takes a couple of passes. First thing, you have to get into a highly elliptical orbit, and then reduce it a bit at a time. A couple of times I had to quick save and a quick load and do it. And also I realized that we didn't have much RCS fuel in there left. However, we do have enough rocket fuel. But however, on that rocket we have a lot of rocket fuel, and we have veneer engines on that rocket for control. However, they're not pointing the right way. And one thing I've got to add to this were some of these things. And who have we got in here anyway? Stefan DeGast. Awesome YouTuber, awesome Kerbal nut. I think he does do live streams. I never seen him, as someone said anyway. But anyway, let's get him over. We've got the ratchets, wrenches, or whatever you call them. See, and take the veneer engines, attach them to the back of the rocket. Therefore, they'll act like a thruster. And yes, I did hyper edit that container interview. Anyway, let's do that. And I have to say, even though I thought this was a good idea, it still took a lot of effort to get a rendezvous with the other craft, because now that I've moved them, maneuvering this is a pain in the ass. Yes, it is. Carlos Eduardo Rodriguez said, Kerbal, yes, you shall be added. Biggest mistake says, toot toot. That's a big mistake. I'll send you tweet. You see, we got the closest approach, but we're not getting closer to it. Well, we are getting close to it, but we're going sideways towards it. So I have to do some alterations. But as soon as we maneuver to turn around, everything goes haywire. See it like that? I have to quickly turn off RCS. And again, try again. Back and forth, back and forth. This is what you normally do if you're new to Rendezvous. Is you get close, you boost towards it, kill your speed again, like I'm doing here, and then point towards the target, and then boost towards it again. But with this, I did it over several times. It took so long. Anyway, from Gaming with Sean. Hi Orbiter, 4th. But really, the reason you are finding it hard to dock with the asteroid is that you're going too fast. It's not too slow like you seem to be in the video. Keep it up, keep good work. Yeah, that was in the last episode of Kerbal Quest. Not the live stream. I did do a live stream, actually, building up the station. So that's why this is called 20.-1. If you were wondering about the name of this episode. But anyway, let's get this thing docked up. Now we're coming in close. This should be a lot easier. Even with the RCS messing around. See, yeah, it is a bit tricky. I decided I was going to have to dock the other side and dock it to the station, but I advised myself against that at this point. And anyway, I don't think we got a docking port on the back of the rocket now because of the stupid staging problems. Anyway, that is done. Let's go ahead and land the lander. Yeah, I launched these two at the same time. And who have we got? They got Lord Increments and Skyhawk on this mission. Anyway, Billy von Weber Enjanger Manjensen. I died when you pronounced my Kerbal name. It's Billy von Verbenjager Germanessen. Just as I typed it, okay? Oh, try to read these out. That is quite a mouthful of a name. You have to pause in between it. But anyway, awesome stuff. Thank you. Louis Sacher. Not Sacher. Fifth, can you check if I was already on a mission? And if yes, can you tell which missions my Kerbal is on? Is healed an enemy 27. Oh yes, I remember you. You were on the mission that crash landed on Tylo. Is it Tylo? It might have been Tylo. No, Lathe, the atmosphere planet around Jewel. That was an awesome mission. I enjoyed doing that one. That's when I started to do the bios of Kerbals. However, I won't be doing this one because I'm not prepared. I could just spring something off the top of my head, but half the time that's just stupid, mushy, and nonsense. So yeah, won't be doing that. Anyway, we've got this thing into orbit, the lander. Let's go and land it somewhere. I've put a lot of stuff on this one. However, I did forget the heat shields. Not the heat shields, the thermal radiators. Because I've got mining equipment on it, and I've also got generate fuel or to fuel. Yeah, what do you call them? Processing things, I think. I'm not sure. Refineries, I suppose, is the best term we call them. Which turn the ore that we're going to mine on Duna and turn it into fuel. That's because I don't think we'll have enough fuel for launching. However, I think we do in the end. Because we've got this huge rocket. But however, I'm thinking of the future. You know, they've got the huge rocket to deorbit us. However, in the future, we won't. So we'd be landing that, launching her up, docking, transferring the ore to be processed, landing again. I don't think we have enough Delta V because that is really heavy and only just gets into orbit if you watch the live stream. That's mostly at the end of the Kerbal Quest live stream. And yeah, that brings me on to another thing. This is late. This episode is late because I didn't have audio on some of the clips and I was worrying that I wouldn't have this out in time, so I did a live stream instead. And I found out I had enough video with audio, like this one, that I could use. Now, I was thinking of doing a comical thing like record my voice, an extra track in my voice, voicing the sound effects, which would be funny, I think, or stupid. A lot of people would stop watching and leave. But there you go. Anyway, Vulpes Fox. Damn it, YouTube. It's being weird again. I didn't get a notification of this video. Also, Sonic is the meme version of Sonic. Oh yes. I can't remember what was that pertaining to. In the last episode, the Comet and Sonic, I wasn't sure if they were on about Sonic, but I did find the Sonic the Hedgehog, which is sort of like a satanic version of the Hedgehog, I think. Anyway, thank you. Say faster there. Say faster day. That's right. Hey Orbiter, I finished my exams finally. I have some mods that I want you to use which would make your game better. First, Scatterer. I think I've got Scatterer already on here. Awesome. And this second... Oh no, Chatterer. chatter. No, I haven't got chatter on this. And second is distant objects. They do make for your... Do not take up your RAM. And please answer. Yes, I did answer to him. I don't have chatter because sometimes I speed the videos up and that would sound odd on the videos. And the reason I speed these videos up is because sometimes some of the things like the docking we just done takes so long. Yes, and we don't want you waiting around. I could make, 3 videos out of this probably. Ah yes, also I advise if you come into Duna, use these drogue chutes, they help you slow down. I'm using the engines at the same time, just to make sure that we have slowed down really well, so that we don't rip the parachutes off, which I've done in the past, thinking, oh, I've got enough parachutes to land, but the parachutes rip off as we enter the atmosphere. Anyway, games met Unky. Thanks for adding me, no problem. Natural Predator. Hey Orbiter, sorry I haven't been active lately, I've been too busy doing things. Same here. I want you to guess where I am currently on holiday, ATM, at the moment. All I've done is go up north in UK. Have a nice day. Is that to Scotland? I hope so, because that's north. Or is it North Wales? Because there's a north in Wales as well. Could be North England. There's a north in everywhere, isn't it? Unless you're on a planet without a magnetic field. Anyway, Hockeyman2675, as we come in for landing, please be gentle, guys. And we've done it quite well. Awesome stuff. Now you two get to work. Start mining that ore. And we've got large solar panels on here to make sure that we have enough power for that. And I think they also work as radiators, not efficient radiators, but they do help dissipate the heat, at least in the earlier versions of KSP. Let's deploy the drills, start mining, and get that lovely ore. However, we have to get the Kerbals out to repack the parachutes for the next landing mission, otherwise I'll forget. And they'll die. Anyway, Akrof Lokwinzer, konnichiwa! Well, if the war is inevitable, then I shall volunteer Wildcraft as a rescue major, or rescue general, or whichever it is called. Sapir can remain an pilot, but Akrof shall be a rescue engineer, rescue injured Kerbals from across the tiny globe from battle, adventuring the Kerbin. I meant Kerbin. No one heard that. Just make sure you don't end up killing Akrof on a rescue mission. Love ya. No problem. Yes, I have been meaning to do a Kerbal War series, and I'm still working out how we're going to do that. Sort of. I've given it a break at the moment because of other things I had to do, like destroying solar panels with this Kerbal. What are you doing, Superhawk? You're supposed to be super. Anyway, get back and repack the chutes. I think I knocked 2 off, yes. Damn it. That's reduced the energy efficiency of this mission by half. Anyway, Rock Novak. Thanks for now. Thanks. Yeah, Rock Novak. Thanks. Now, the pronunciation was perfect. Can I be a Kerbal? Would love to join the fleet and explore space. No problem. Don't forget, if you ask to be a Kerbal in this episode, it won't be next episode you'll be added, it'll be the episode after that. That's because I give a chance for people to add their comment, and then I can add the Kerbals later on. Games met Onky Christiansen. Hey, it's me again. I have a question. When are you going to set my Kerbal on a mission? I think soon. I think you are up next, perhaps. And by the way, I have another question. Can you make a huge mobile lab on wheels on a planet and that I'm the driver? That should be awesome. I can put you in a rover. I was planning on going. Oh, that's me. That's my reply to him. Mining station set we're all. Yeah, are you on this mission? You may have asked to be a Kerbal earlier on, and you may be on this mission. I will read out the Kerbals that are on this mission soon. Anyway, Darren Scales says, Kerbal, yeah, you will be added. Tajing Jejong. Are you ever doing a play other games like Ark or Universe Sandbox? Nice for you. I want to... Elite is the one I want to play, actually. I've been watching a lot of videos of Elite, wishing I could play it. Playing KSB instead. But I have been getting, now and again, I've been getting a bit of money in Elite. And just, doing live streams in Elite here and there. But yeah, I want to get into that a bit more. Perhaps I'll be doing shorter Kerbal Quest videos, or making shorter videos. Videos will be the same length. It'll just be, the missions won't be as dramatic as this. So 3 launches, I think this was. And over, a couple of days of 2 hours, I think, recording. Especially when sound didn't work. This one took longer than I expected to, put it that way. All the best is, how did it taste? That was the asteroid, it tasted awesome. Anyway, let's leave these Kerbals behind. We've got a load of comments, but Squeaker Edition says, hey Orbiter, love your content, can you make me a Kerbal? Yes. I know we got Ruben Venema. Don't forget we've got Skyhawk and Thing Kerbal down on the planet. And Blue Cards Plays says, as we read Alex Public Kerman, hi Obeta, I missed a lot of the series, but I've been watching what I missed and love it. Also, I've already been added as a scientist. Kerbal going to another star system, thanks. Unfortunately, we're not going to another star system, so unfortunately, yes. But you will be added, and I've missed that. That was Gaming with Sean. As I just looked back on the video, you didn't realise the pause. Stefan DeGast, the awesome Kerbal. With a fidget spinner, but it seems like it. He's just going faster and faster. We'll come back to him. Next is... was it Eyeball? Eyeball. Aleboy. Right, Darren Scale says, what video recording software do you use? I use Mirrorless Action, which I've been having problems with lately. That's why the audio messed up. Anyway. Met Onki Christiansen. I think it's cut off part of your name, but there, so starts with an S. This is... who is this? Is this your mom? Yes, this is your mom. Well, that was your mom. Next is YouTube Revenue. I have no idea who asked this Kerbal to be added, and I don't know if it's saying something, but yeah, go ahead, add him. Add her, sorry. Because it defaulted to her by accident. And who is this? Who's flailing around? This is Ender Kerman. Awesome. And lastly, Steve Jobs. What are you doing on this mission? Yeah, Steve Jobs has decided to ascend to the heavens. And also, I think we got 2 more Kerbals. This is Ashen Kira? I assume you're a male. Well, your Kerbal is, anyway. And lastly, we have... come on, EVA. And if I bring the name up... Vulps Fox. Yes, you're on this mission. Awesome, that's all the Kerbals. Don't worry. I quick saved... and I'll quick load after I showed you Kerbals. Anyway, who else have we got? Corey Bentley. First, love your videos. Also, I want to be Kerbal who falls like gravity in space. No problem. Anyway, that is all. Don't forget, I have a Discord server if you want to join that. The link will be in the description. And I'll leave these Kerbals play with their fidget spinners in 0G. Because if you spin something, you'll have an opposite and equal reaction. Anyway, I'm Orbiter. Trust me, I'm an engineer.